Welcome one and all fellow fans of Clash of Clans. It is your host Galadon. Thank you so much for choosing to visit this video to invest a few minutes of your day with me and No Cash Clash. Episode 66, Go Wipe back one more time, and I don't know. I'm just excited to continue to make this content, to continue to play the free-to-play account, and I promise I will make some mistakes along the way. But I'm going to get better. Hopefully you will get better as well, unless you're like the best player in the world already, which I guess is possible because I hear that a lot from the people down in my comments. But let me know in the comments if you are the best Clash of Clans player in the world, and I will definitely like your comment, okay? Now, also, could you take a moment to gently depress the like button? It is one of the few things in life you can make happy by depressing, and it'll make me happy too because it's support for the No Cash Clash series as we continue on. You know, I hesitate to call this a grind because I feel like we are cruising through Town Hall 9. As we speak, I am sitting here training another army. I am constantly going. It is the one thing that quarantine, social distancing, and self-isolation has made easier, and that is playing Clash of Clans. Don't you agree? I mean, it's on your mobile device. You can play it in any room of the house. You can play it on the deck, on the porch, in the garage, in the backyard, in the front yard. It doesn't matter. Just, you know, get outside a little bit. I mean, if you can, without getting around other people. But yeah, so I know it's a hard time in life right now, and I appreciate you guys coming by. And again, this is just going to be an offer to all of you, and that is that if you're feeling isolated, if you're feeling alone, remember that there are many others of us out there that feel the way you do. And if you want to come feel that way together with a few other like-minded people, make sure you come by a Facebook live stream. And this is not just a simple advertisement shout out for the streams, because let's be honest, they're not huge. I don't get tons of people in there, so it actually is a little bit intimate. It's an opportunity to be heard, to talk, to chat, and again, to hang out with people who have some of the same interests that you do. And if you've got something you need to get off your chest, it's a good place to start. And I do promise, of course, also to do my best to respond to every worthwhile comment. Notice I said worthwhile, okay? I don't reply to every single comment, but if you drop something interesting or worth replying to, I am your man. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out the end of that Go Wipe raid. I realized it wasn't the greatest in loot, but we were going for these victories for double golem destruction, even though the rewards were not that fantastic. I don't really care about XP that much, and wall rings, whatever. Okay, fine. So let's go ahead and keep the skills sharp. This is me attacking live in Legend League because I need to continue to do something other than just grind dragon spam in No Cash Clash. Honestly, that's what's been happening lately. It's still kind of fun though. You know, even if the attack itself isn't that much fun, getting the loot, finding the big bases is rewarding, and I remember that was always the case in the old style Legend League before we had this new Legend League setup. And so it is kind of cool to feel like you're treasure hunting. You know, you're out there looking for the big loot bases. And I wanted to answer a question, actually several questions, that you guys had in my comments from this series. Now, first of all, a lot of people were saying, Galadon, how do you find so many big loot bases? And I need to remind you that, of course, this is a compilation of many hours of work. So it's not like I stream for 2 hours and then I show you just some clips and that's a 15 or 10-minute video. I am actually attacking throughout the day on multiple accounts. In fact, right now I'm playing 2 different games, 2 different iPads, and making a video. So yes, I am keeping kind of busy, and it helps the day go by a little bit faster. And surprisingly, my life hasn't changed that much due to this whole COVID-19 thing. You know, I have stayed inside most of the time anyway, because unless I am taking a break, like a weekend getaway or a short vacation, I'm usually just pounding away at the YouTube videos and the live streams many hours a day. That's what I do. So here I am stuck inside. Wait a minute, this is what I do anyway. So sometimes I actually have to find the opposite for me. I have to do my best to try to get outside and, you know, ride the boosted board, make it to the beach. Well, RIP the beach right now, but make it to the backyard, walk the dog more than a couple times a day. He seems to enjoy that. And yes, so obvious. And also, Galawife, my wife is home now because she doesn't have a job for the next 9 months because of COVID-19. So if you guys, you know, feeling the pain of lack of employment or lack of things to do, I share that with you. And again, that's why I encourage you guys to stop by the live streams, because it is at least a way to, you know, hang out. Okay, what did I do? Oh, I killed the Inferno Tower with the Royal Champion. I was wondering why the screen all zoomed in like that. Yeah, that was a pretty sweet kill right there. Getting that last Inferno Tower out of the way. Clutched the 3-star, easily overkilled anyway. But, you know, this is the way that I found to entertain myself. And what I mean is, the bases get so much harder in Legend League up around 5,500 plus. If I hang around 5,000, I can make myself feel like I'm actually a really good attacker because I triple most of the bases. Okay, back to No Cash Clash. I know you want to see this stuff. You don't care about that Town Hall 13, but I encourage you, even if you are playing a parallel No Cash account, if you're doing the free-to-play thing as well, play more than one account. It really does mix things up. Okay, in the meantime, this is Drag Barch. Okay, and yes, okay, so it's the Barch strategy of just hit the outside buildings, but with dragons. Not ideal, but when I looked at where the loot was in this base, I thought, oh, let's go, man. And then I realized that both of my heroes had awakened, and this was not intentional, believe it or not. So the queen is at 16, the king is at 17, but the thought has been, the philosophy has been, keep the heroes asleep and you won't miss them. And to be fair, I don't feel like they really did that much work in this raid either. Obviously, it was against a Town Hall 10, so things are going to be a little bit tougher. We were after the loot. We got like at least 90% of the loot right here and saved a rage spell. So again, thinking about economical savings. Then the Archer Queen, you know, I just watched her ability just essentially get wasted against this clan castle, and then she gets melted. No thanks. No, not strong enough. She's at 16. We need her at 30, you guys. That is where we're going. We're going to take her to level 30 and then pop her back out. And who knows, maybe even Queen Walk, Queen Charge, Town Hall 9. I've heard it works. Okay, over to the progress base we go. Let's check it out. 3 builders free. Level 8 walls almost done. Here come the heroes back home. And sure enough, just in time, 102,000 Dark Elixir is essentially the perfect number for putting down both heroes. So the level 17 king, there he goes for 44k. 3 days gone. That feels bad. And 53 for the Archer Queen. So leaves a little bit of dark behind, and then we lose both heroes for another 3 days, which is really why I want Books of Heroes and Builder Potions, because that's just too much time. That is, I mean, that, and we're only halfway there through the upgrades. This is going to get way, way worse. All right, picking up the treasury loot. It is time for another, oh my gosh, finally, yes, we did it moment. There's many of those in this series, I realize. But yes, okay, so the level 8 walls are finally going to be out of here. And this has been something I've been after for a while. Just doing these in groups like this, 2.5 million for each of these sets of level 8 walls. And now, finally, we've got all level 9s and some level 10s. And I probably, from this point forward, won't focus as much on the walls. We'll start to head on to the defenses. And again, we've got some defenses that need catching up, defenses that were newly installed when we made it to Town Hall 9. So we'll focus on those first. Also, we've got the barracks upgrades we need to do as well. And then the bombs, traps, mines, those are the most mundane, boring things to do. But for now, the Dark Elixir storage, we've got a Dark Elixir rune, and obviously we don't want to use that until the storage is maxed for Town Hall 9. So in 3 days it should be. So that's going to feel good to get that done. And there you go. All 5 builders are working, and it is time for us to step on over to the Builder Hall side. Real quick, just to take a look. You know, we just recently went to Builder Hall 5. We've got some upgrades over here to accomplish. Mostly, we're focusing on the Star Lab because in the Builder Base, as at home, you want to focus on offense first. So the idea was to get the attacking troops upgraded first. And then I remembered, wait a minute. Wait, we don't know. I don't need any more damage because check this out. Under the challenges, under the event tab, we had already received a Rune of Builder Gold. And we were about to receive a second Rune of Builder Gold. So here's the one that we already have. And of course, if you get a second one for an event, like, where is it? The event that was going on right now, over here in the events tab. Construction reduction, we were 6% away from wasting another Rune of Builder Gold. It would be force sold for 50 gems. So we're going to use that first in the next episode and then collect that one and fast forward the builder hall. Now, check it out. We've got a brand new status report. We've changed things up. There are the current trophies, but watch this. Adding loot conditions. At this trophy range, I give it a 6 out of 10 for how good the loot is. Hero levels, King at 17, Queen at 16, and then we're going to review the Gold Grab, Elixir Escapade, and Heroic Heist. The numbers, there they are, 311 million, 324 million, 1.7 million total for this account to date. And then for next goals, well, I spent so much time doing that I couldn't think of any next goals. So let me know in the comments if you've got an idea for a next goal. In the meantime, you've made it all the way to the end of the episode. Do the trash, take Galadon. I love, think about, appreciate every single one of you every single day. So stay inside, wash your hands, be safe, be kind to other people, animals on the planet. I'll see you back here again tomorrow for more full attacks. Galadon, what happened? You brought out gas at the end there, bitch.